This is going to be a conversation to help those of you that are wanting to level up in your business. And how many of us would agree it makes a lot of sense right now to become a better prospector, a better closer, maximize your compensation plan, become a better follow-upper. I don't know if that's a word, but I just made it a word, a better follow-upper. Because here's the thing. Most of the people that get started in your business, that buy your products, that join your team, are going to join your team or buy your products after the follow-up has occurred 5 times, 10 times, 12 times, 24 times, depending on the person. And by the way, that doesn't always mean that every follow-up is like, hey, you ready to buy? Hey, you ready to get started? It could be that you just stay in touch with people. You nurture that relationship. Got it? When you're building online businesses, when you are connecting with people through Messenger, through the DMs, whatever, it is a little tricky, right? Let's keep it real. It's a little tricky because people are always going to be skeptical. They're always going to be a little hesitant when someone is coming at them, sharing an opportunity, pitching them on a business. And you never want it to feel that way. How many of us, we don't want to feel awkward. We don't want to feel like we have an agenda or commission breath, but at the same time, you can't sit back, as I always say, twiddling your thumbs, waiting for people to ask you what you do. Some of these questions are going to be very basic. Just gonna keep it real. Some of them are gonna be more advanced. It kind of depends on where you're at in the process. Are you just connecting with someone? Are you talking to a complete stranger? Is it warm market, cold market? Is it someone that's already been ATM'd? Is it somebody that's already tried the products? Like you've already had a conversation with them about the business. And here's what you're looking for before I get into these questions. You're really looking for people that are open, that are positive, people that are excited to take a peek at something new because they're dissatisfied. Maybe they own a business that owns them, or they're in real estate and they know the market is drying up. Maybe they're in a situation where they make really good money, but they work 50, 70, 100 hours a week. They're miserable. They're stressed. They look successful because the car they drive, the house they live in, the clothes they wear. But in reality, they're behind on their mortgage payment. They're behind on their Mercedes payment. Yeah, they've got the nice things, but they don't love what they do. There's so many people right now that are scared because of inflation, recession, all the things that are going to be very open-minded. And I always like to tell people to look for people that have WHIP. Write this down, WHIP. Work ethic, hunger, integrity, and personal power. A lot of people don't have personal power. They don't have a lot of influence. But man, if they do, if they have some personal power, some influence, some credibility with their network, those people can absolutely smash it. And here's the truth. A players know other A players. Business owners know other business owners. People with influence know other people with influence. When you start recruiting up and you start talking to people that have a bigger following than you, that are more successful than you, that actually make good money, or they've had an entrepreneurial background, they have an entrepreneurial spirit, I am telling you more of those people are open-minded, especially right now. Because business is slowing down. They're making less money. They're going to be more open. How about people with network marketing experience? I'm telling you, I started earning 6 figures for the first time in 2008 when I started to recruit up. I started to recruit business-minded people, business owners, entrepreneurial-minded people, people with experience. I stopped recruiting in the gutter. Adversity breeds opportunity. Write that down. Adversity breeds opportunity. And the truth is, you got to have a WIT mentality. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, baby. How bad do you want it? Remember what it was like when you first got started. Why you got started. Write that down. You don't have to have a why that makes you cry, but you should have a reason. You should have a reason why you're showing up every day. You should have a reason why you started this business, this product, this company. What was your reason for starting a home business, an online business, a social retail business, an MLM, a direct sales business? Why did you get started? What was your reason? And I'll tell you, that will evolve over time. When I first got started, I just wanted to make enough money not to wait tables. Move out of my parents' house. I didn't have this desire. Well, I guess I had a desire to be a multimillionaire one day, but I didn't even, to me, I couldn't even comprehend that. So you got to remember why the heck you got started. So I love getting into these questions. I'm excited to get into them, but mindset is everything. It's the foundation. Doesn't matter if I give you all the how-tos. It doesn't matter if I give you the words to ask and the things to say if you're not excited. I'd rather your ignorance on fire than knowledge on ice. I would rather you show up with that enthusiasm, that excitement, even if you're saying all the wrong stuff. I would rather you mess it up because you're reaching out to people with commission breath than to sit back waiting for people to ask you what you do. Don't get too caught up on the commission breath. When I talk about commission breath, what I'm really talking about, what I'm actually talking about is people that only talk about their products in business. They only pitch their products in business. They don't connect with people. They don't build relationships. The relationships should be built after you've already mentioned your product or opportunity. You build that know, like, and trust through your content, your value, your relationship building, nurturing that relationship. So again, some of these questions are very basic. Some of these questions are more advanced, and it depends on where you're at in the process. But honestly, one of my best, most simple questions is, how's it going, Sam? What have you been up to? What are you focused on these days? Now you might go, John, well, that's 3 questions. It's not the exact same thing every time, but it's, hey, how are you? How's the family? What are you up to these days? Something along those lines. Why? Because I want to connect with people first. I don't go straight for the jugular. My first message isn't, hey, Sam, how's it going? Listen, I got a business opportunity I'm really excited about, and I was just wondering if you're keeping your business options open outside of what you're currently doing. That is not my first message. Now, that might come up, but if I reach out to Sam, how's it going, bro? It's been a hot minute. Hey, Sarah, what's going on? How's the family? Hey, Tim, what are you focused on these days? It's as simple as just making that initial connection, reaching out, seeing how they're doing, what they've been up to. You wait for them to respond. I love sending audio recordings, audio messages on Messenger or Instagram, whatever. Why? Common sense. They can hear your excitement. People love to hear someone with energy. They love to hear from someone with passion, with excitement. Now, does that seem like I have commission breath? I'm just asking how they're doing. What if they're like, hey, my mom just passed away? Okay, I'm not going to prospect that person, obviously. What if they say, oh my gosh, just got a raise at my new job, like or I just got a raise at my job, like I'm loving it, or I just started a new job, like I just launched a new network marketing business. I'm not going to be like, oh, really? You should quit and join mine. Ew. So this is why I'm always connecting first. Now, pending on the response, I might let them know, look, I found something. I'm super excited about it. Here's why I'm excited. You tell people why you're excited. I found a way to pay off my debt. I found a way to fire my boss. I found a way to travel or put my kids in private school or retire my parents. Why are you doing this? Your why does not have to make you cry, but it needs to be like, people relate to people. They don't relate to ingredients or compensation plans. So you tell them why you're doing it. Would you be open to taking a look? Would you be open? Not interested. Don't ask people if they're interested. How can someone be interested in something they know nothing about? Would you be interested in my product? What's your product? Would you be interested in making money? I don't know. What are you doing to make money? Don't ask if they're interested. Ask if they're open. Would you be open to taking a look at what we're doing? That's the second one. Second question. Would you be open to taking a look at what we're doing? Would you be open to watching a 2-minute video? Would you be open to learning more about the product or the company? Would you be open? Number 3, here's the third question I love. Now, this could be a little different. This could be someone that you see is posting on social media. They're already posting stories. They're doing videos. They're doing all the things. And you simply ask people, are you or how are you? Write those 2 down. Are you or how are you currently monetizing your social media? Why? Because that's what we teach people how to do. We teach people how to monetize their social media. Again, back to that second question. Would you be open to taking a look at how we help people monetize their social media? Number 4, have you ever made money online? Are you currently making money from home? Are you currently making money online? Or you could ask, have you ever made money online? Have you ever done sales or marketing? I ask these questions. Now you might say, do you ask the same questions every time? I just told you no. It depends on my mood. It depends on who I'm talking to. Cold market, warm market. Are they a new follower? Are they a friend request? If I connect with a complete stranger, my goal is to build a little bit of a rapport first. I send out friend requests to people without talking to them. I know, that's crazy. You should always message people before you friend request them. I don't. If they seem cool, if they seem sharp, if they seem positive, they got a decent network of people, I'll send them a friend request. They accept it or not, I don't know, but I don't pay attention. If they do accept it, I pay attention, but if they don't, I have no idea. If they do accept it, hey, Bree, thanks for accepting my friend request. Love your content. What do you do? Or I'll look at their profile. I'll take a couple minutes, take a look at what they post, and I'll say, oh, I see you're a life coach. How long have you been doing that? Oh, I see you're in real estate. How's that going? Building relationships is not that difficult. People post all their crap all over social media. Like you can see exactly what they're into, exactly what they love, exactly where they go and what they do for a living. And oh my gosh, like it's like the most amazing thing in the world to have social media. I don't know what to say to people. I see you're a chef. You must love it. How long you been doing it? Oh, you don't love it? Oh, you work a lot of hours? Have you ever made money online before? You ever thought about earning residual income from home? You don't know what that is? Well, I'll tell you what, if you're open to it, I can add you to a couple groups. We have a product community. We have some incredible products. You can learn about the science and what we do. We represent this incredible company called Blank. Yeah, I tell people the name of my company when it's a private one-on-one conversation. I just don't have it plastered on my social media. Have you ever heard of Blank? Have you ever made money online? Are you guys getting this? It's so simple. You're just talking to humans. Stop overthinking it. Here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. Go have 100 conversations this week, proactively asking people these questions. Hey, would you be open? Have you thought about making money online? Have you ever monetized your social media? Are you open to other income streams? You know, everybody's all about multiple income streams these days. Have you tried things like this in the past? There's another question you could write down. Have you tried things like this in the past, and what was your experience like? Yeah, I did something like that. It sucked. Couldn't sell anything. Really? How come? What happened? Do tell. Yeah, my friend did something like that. He didn't make any money. Cool. I know people that got into the mortgage industry and real estate and didn't sell a house, didn't make any money, but I made a fortune. I made $600,000 in 4 years. What's the variable in the equation? That's right, the person. Sometimes it's also the vehicle. Maybe the person didn't believe in that product. Maybe the person didn't get good support. Maybe it was bad timing. How many of you have been in other companies before and the timing wasn't good? It wasn't a priority. You didn't believe in the company. You didn't believe in the product. You walked away because things happened. The point is, you got to get them talking. Whoever asks the questions controls the conversation. Write that down. You need to become a better question asker. Now, let me give you some good follow-up questions. What did you like best about what you saw? Not what did you think. I don't care what you thought. I want to know what you liked. I'm already in the business. I'm not looking for your opinion, although you could also approach some people with that. I love your opinion. I respect you. They might be like, yeah, my opinion is I want to join. This is amazing. Sometimes we don't know how to approach someone that we look up to, ask them for their opinion. But most people, I don't like that approach because if you genuinely don't care about their opinion, don't lie to people or try to trick people into watching your video. Okay. But let's say someone watches the video. You know, we have a 12-minute video that we typically share with our business prospects. But I'll ask them, what'd you like best? What would be your goal getting started? I don't know how many questions I'm on at this point. I know I've given you a bunch, but I want you to have these options because some of you are going to go, ooh, I really like that language. And others will be like, ooh, I really like that. Here's why I give options. And I'm not hardcore with you. Got to say these words. You have to ask people, do you look at other ways of making money? Do you keep your business options open? Do you monetize your social media? Because if I say it's just this one question and not a bunch of options, for those of you that don't like those questions or you don't like how that feels or you're like, I wouldn't talk like that, then you're not going to reach out to people, are you? Most people will not reach out to people if they don't feel that the way they're reaching out is authentic to them. Now, you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Discomfort is where success lives. That's like, you know, if you stay in your little bubble of comfort, you're probably going to be broke, live paycheck to paycheck and not do something significant with your life. But for those of you that want to 10x your income, you want an MBA, a massive bank account, you're going to have to get comfortable with discomfort. But with that being said, there are so many ways to reach out to people, whether it's leading with the product. I'm mostly giving you language to lead with the business because that's my passion. That's how I like to talk to people. I like to talk about the business, but I got a lot of people on my team. In fact, I've enrolled a lot of people into my team. We started with product conversation. They were curious about the weight loss program or the collagen or the gut health or the skincare that we offer with my company. And I know, again, there's a lot of people on here that sell different products and services. You can lead with the product, lead with the business. You can do cold market, warm market. You can use my scripts or someone else's scripts, but I don't overcomplicate it. I don't come across as weird, desperate, awkward, or having commission breath. I genuinely want to work with people that want to work with me, and I ain't begging nobody to join my team. And I'm certainly not dragging anchors across the finish line. Does that make sense? A lot of you are held back because you're trying to drag people to build. Look, I like what Jim Rohn says. How many of you listen to Jim Rohn talk about network marketing? It's one of my favorite audios. And he's like, you can help 1,000, but you can't carry 3 on your back. Here's another good question. You ready? What would you like the next step to be? Let people tell you what they want to do next. How about this question? Are you ready to get started? And how much do you have to invest? Are you ready to get started, and how much do you have to invest? Why would you ask that question? This is a business conversation. You cannot be afraid to ask for the business. A lot of you don't close sales and you don't enroll people because you're not willing to ask them to join you. I want to partner with you. I want to work with you. I want to lock arms with you. I'm going to be in the trenches with you. I'm going to help you grow your business. If you're willing to show up and do the work, I will help you build a profitable business. I will help you create success. I make money when you make money. So I want you to make a lot of it. What would be your goals getting started? Why would you like to get started? Let them sell you. Here's another good question to ask. This might be number 10. I don't know where we're at. Let's say someone's ghosting you. They're not responding to you. They're not making a decision. Your biggest competition, by the way, is indecision. It's not that it's another company, another collagen company, another weight loss company, another CBD company or travel company or whatever you're selling. It's indecision. Indecision. People just can't make a decision. They're afraid to fail. They're afraid to waste their time, waste their money. They're afraid to join something and not actually build something. People live in fear. False evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. They're afraid of what other people think about them. When most people are too worried about thinking about themselves, they don't have time to think about you. But I love this question. Would you like me to cross you off my follow-up list? Seems like you're busy. You got a lot going on right now. No worries. I'm super busy too. Do you want me to just cross you off my follow-up list? By the way, here's a good bonus tip. Bonus question. If someone's also not responding to you, before you ask that question, one of the questions I've been asking for years, this is back when I was a mortgage banker. I would call people, leave them a voicemail when I couldn't get them to call me back. And we'd been talking, they disappeared. I'd leave them a voicemail. Hey, Lacey, are you okay? Haven't heard back from you. No pressure. I just want to make sure you're okay. My callback was like 90%. And it's the same thing with building this business. When I message people, are you okay? Is everything all right? I get a great response. Why? When people know you truly care about them, like they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. We've all heard that cliche, but it's true. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Are you okay? Is everything all right? I hope I didn't upset you. I actually worry about that. Sometimes I actually, it's funny because we're always like, people's opinions can't pay your bills. You can't take people's opinions to your bank account, right? Like, it doesn't matter what people think about you. What they think about you is none of your business. We say these things, but at the same time, we do care what people think about us in the regard that, this is someone I care about. This is someone I don't want them to think that the only reason I'm friendly to them is because I want to make money on them. Like I genuinely want people to know that I care about them and their best interests. And hey, if their best interest is not working with me or using my product, great. I don't care, but I want to make sure they're okay. And I maintain and nurture that relationship. And I can't tell you how well we've done over the years because we just don't have an agenda every time we talk to someone. When I say we, I mean myself, Nadya, like we play the long game and we know that if you do the right thing long enough, you're showing up with value, you're a person of character, you're going to attract the right people. And there will be people that you connect with today. You connect with them this week, this month, this year. They're going to join your team 3 years from now, as long as you keep showing up, as long as you continue to maintain and nurture that relationship.